Creating is adjusting your vibration for what it will attract. It's adjusting your point of attraction. It's not about getting good at identifying and going after. It's about getting good at identifying and practicing the vibration of wanted rather than not wanted. Every time your life experience shows you something that you personally consider to be a problem, in precisely the same moment of your awareness of the problem, an equivalent solution is born. Some say, well, where is it? And we say, well, it's a vibrational solution. It's a thought, it's an energy, it's a vibration you can feel. It's something that you can know with your emotion that you may not be able to justify through your vision of how it is unfolding. There is a solution that precedes all manifestation that is, as far as we are concerned, as we stand over here in your vortex of creation, in your vibrational reality, there is a solution that is already here. And while you can't see it, you can know it. So what we are suggesting to you is that if you could just ratchet back a little bit your need to see your solutions, and you could be willing to look forward with your emotions to feel the solutions. I know the solution is there. So we've been playing with this for a while. We've been talking about this vortex of creation. So Esther's really been thinking about this every spare moment. She's been thinking about, Abraham says that this vortex of creation, where they stand and where the larger part of me is and where everything I want is, Abraham says that is present tense for them. But me in my physical form, who is used to looking for what's manifested that others can see, I'm used to calling this present tense. But Abraham says this is past tense from their point of view. And so then Esther says, oh, I'm going to get my thoughts around this. I'm going to see what's in that vortex. So she began visualizing, trying to imagine it. And we said, Esther, if you will not try so hard to see what you cannot yet translate with your eyes, if you will feel it, if you will feel for it, rather than need to make it the physical reality that can be seen, feel for it. So how does that translate? Well, feel for the well-being of your physical body rather than the visual. That's all right. If you can see the visual, good for you. But if when you reach for the visual, you see what is, it's not helpful. So what we are suggesting, as you begin to make the conscious transfer, where the dominant part of you in your human body, in your physical perspective, as you are deciphering this time-space reality, if you will make it your dominant intention to be forward feeling rather than current looking, you will find that you will bridge that gap between what you've asked for and what's manifested in record time. There is so much leverage in alignment. When you ask for something, in that pure asking, even though you may not be pure in your thinking, your asking is, your inner being stands there, and law of attraction has already brought all cooperative components to the complete fruition of what you've asked for. Your solution is present tense, complete in the vibrational reality that we are speaking of. We are not kidding you at all. And when you practice the vibration of alignment, when you care about how you feel, when being in this vortex matters to you more than all other things put together, now your perception is altered. Go to the vortex. Go to the vortex, because in the vortex is the solution, in the vortex is the answer, in the vortex is you, and in the vortex you feel good. So how do I go to the vortex? And we say, well, the first thing has already been accomplished. If you accept the reality of this vibrational reality, if you accept the reality of it, and you are willing to understand yourself in relationship to it, then you can tell by the way you feel whether in any moment, which is where all your power is, right now, right now, right now, right now. In other words, now is this juncture where you meet you. It's where the blending is happening. So if in this powerful now, you are aware of the existence of this vibrational reality, and because you are aware of how you feel, of your relationship to it, now you're on the path of deliberate creating. Now let's say you're just having a moment, a reactive moment, because you weren't deliberately thinking, and you can't deliberately think every moment. In other words, it's just not normal. So you're having a reactive moment, and the reactive moment you feel anger. And you feel it, and you acknowledge that you feel anger, and then you acknowledge that the feeling of anger is because of a thought you were just thinking, and then you identify the thought you were thinking. And the thought you were thinking was, this person with whom I'm co-creating was not honoring the agreement that I thought we had in place. This person is self-interested and not keeping the agreement, not doing what we agreed. And I'm having a reactive, emotional response. But I want to be forward feeling. And when my awareness of that happened, I launched an equivalent solution. So I like the feeling of, now you're forward feeling, I like the feeling of co-creation working. I like the feeling of harmony. I love the feeling of respect. I love the feeling of things working out. I love the feeling of win-win. I love the feeling of cooperation. I love the feeling of communication. I love the feeling of mutual minds working together and coming up with even better ideas. I like the idea of benefit all the way around. Forward feeling. You see what we're getting at? So now you're having a moment, a reactive moment. A child just bounced through with her little ponytail flying and her little shoes lighting up and a smile on her face, and your heart is just singing. You're having a reactive moment. And you stop and you think, I'm having a reactive moment. What am I reacting to? Well, I'm reacting to my thought of that joyful child. And now I want to be even more forward thinking. That child could bounce like that her whole life. All children of the world could feel that way. It is so exhilarating to see the richness of life. What an incredible planet we live on, where we have the benefit of this stability. And just milk it, just milk it, just milk this moment. I love my life. I love my world. I love that child. I love my body. I love this moment. I love this life. I love my life. I love that child's life. I love that child's parents. I love that child's sister on that bicycle. I love that dog. I love that. I am. You see what we're getting at? In other words, you're just actively feeling forward, always feeling forward, receiving the benefit of the larger part of you that already went there and feels that way. But when you feel forward to it, you find it. In other words, you as humans, you're so naturally empathetic. But you're empathetic in all the wrong places. I feel for you, man. You're singing my song. You want to be forward feeling, you see. And as you're forward feeling, you come into alignment with who you are.